The time zone shifts 3 hours behind when you travel from the Atlantic to the Pacific coast. You are likely to feel jet lagged as a result. Fortunately, this meant that we were able to rise early enough on our second day in Los Angeles, and this gave us the good opportunity to watch the sunrise. If you watched my first video, you may already be aware that we live near Raleigh, North Carolina, and we have come to Los Angeles on vacation. Here in these videos, I am sharing that experience with you. We got up really early today because of jet lag, so we thought we'll come out to see the sunrise. So we just got out of the hotel and walking towards the Marina. Let us see if we can see the sunrise. Our hotel was located in an area called Marina del Rey, which in Spanish means Marina of the King, and happens to be the largest man-made small craft harbor in the United States. Approximately 5,000 boats can dock here. It's a popular tourist attraction, offering scope for a multiple number of recreational activities, such as walking, cycling, bird watching, and wildlife watching. We frequently heard the barks of sea lions. Even though we did not get the opportunity, I also read in the internet that you could spot dolphins or gray whales. As Los Angeles is on the Pacific coast, with the ocean to its west, a sunrise over the ocean is unreasonable to expect. But since this was a harbor area with 8 basins and a main canal, we found a spot with a good vantage point to watch the sunrise over an expanse of water. In the Marina del Rey area, there are several residential complexes with walkways for the pedestrians. We walked along one such sidewalk and we could reach this spot within 15 minutes. We were pleasantly surprised by the gorgeous view of the sunrise and the morning sky. The early morning walk for watching the sunrise became our daily routine for the rest of our stay. The place that you see on the other side of the harbor is called Fisherman's Village. More on Fisherman's Village in a later video. Another attraction of our morning routine was the complimentary breakfast at the hotel. While it featured all the standard items that you would usually expect in an American hotel, such as bread, butter, boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, cereals, and such, what stood out for me in this Marriott Residence Inn was the extra baked item that they would add in the menu every day. For example, on day 1, I tried this tomato cheese quiche and it was really yummy. And since their dining area was harbor facing, the view made the breakfast even more enjoyable. We tend not to follow a fixed itinerary while exploring a new city and take things spontaneously. On this day, we decided to visit the original farmers market. While Uber or Lyft services are plentiful in this area, since we were not in a rush, we decided to take the bus instead. It offered a slow and relaxed ride through the city and at a very reasonable price too. For the benefit of those unaware, Los Angeles is a huge city with high car dependency. Bus and metro services do exist, but the sheer sprawl of the city means that most of the times you might have to make connections to reach your destination. Thankfully, the entire system is user-friendly, and we highly recommend downloading the Tap app on your mobile phone for making payments. 2 bus rides and 1.5 hours later, we reached the original farmers market. This place has quite a history behind it. Almost 1.5 centuries ago, in 1880, a gentleman from Illinois, Arthur Fremont Gilmore, and his business partner purchased 2 dairy farms in Southern California. 10 years later, they decided to split the property. As a result, Mr. Gilmore became the sole owner of a 256-acre ranch. The dairy herd of this ranch is what people know as the original farmers market today. The adjacent shopping mall, The Grove, was also part of this dairy herd. Back to Mr. Gilmore. He wanted to expand his dairy herd. This meant more water was needed, so he started digging new wells. His fortune took a turn for the better when he struck oil, literally and metaphorically. This led to the founding of the Gilmore Oil Company. Move forward a couple of decades later, when his son took over and the business enterprise changed with time, the place mainly became a center for recreational sports activities. Interestingly, now there is a replica of that original gas station right in front of the farmers market. In 1930s, things slowed down due to the Great Economic Depression. So based on the proposal of 2 entrepreneurs, the land was repurposed and the farmers market was established. Today, this place retains a small world charm and hosts many restaurants of cuisines from all around the world. As we walked along the narrow alleys of the market, it almost felt like a maze, with an abundance of food retail therapy on both sides, if that's a thing. And not just food stalls and restaurants. We came across toy shops, clothing stores, gift shops, souvenir shops, and we even stepped into an artisan cobbler store. We got a glimpse of the artisan at work. It says United States of America. There were a couple of big candy stores. It had such a beautiful display of colorful candies and popcorns. Doesn't matter if you like to eat candies or not, the bright colorful display of these treats is bound to tempt you. It reminded me of the phrase, "a kid in a candy store." Yes, that was me. I was quite tempted to indulge, even though I am not a big candy lover. After the candy stores, we made our way into a gourmet food store. This also featured a deli. Christmas was in the air, so there were a lot of Christmas tree ornaments in display. Looked like this was the perfect place to buy a lot of European cooking sauces, varieties of olive oil, spices, and at least 3 dozen varieties of honey were in display. If someone wanted to experiment with Asian cuisine, then there was the option of buying Boom Boom curry sauce. Needless to say, their cheese and wine collection were also very impressive. But what I really liked were these chocolates in different kinds of packaging, perfect for holiday gift. We had to take a really long flight, so even though we really liked a lot of stuff, we did not end up buying anything there. I must say, Everything that a food enthusiast could ask for a gourmet kitchen can be found in this market. While the variety of available products were really impressive, what I really appreciated was the cleanliness. Each and every corner was neat and tidy. Fully functional meat, poultry, and seafood stores were also spotless. The Asian ceramic teapots reminded me of a market called Hong Kong Market in my hometown, Shiliguri, in India. The Bengali in me definitely can't go by without noticing and appreciating the variety of fish on offer. This store had some regular as well as expensive exotic fish. They had salmon, tuna, lobster, shrimp, and a couple of other varieties that I could not identify. I thought the poster there to identify fish would be really helpful for some people. There were a couple of meat shops, and they had different cuts of meat cleaned and packaged, the way it happens in Western countries. For those who might be interested, I recommend taking a look at the various types of sausages that were available. As we were roaming around this market, we came across this hot sauce shop. America grows varieties of chili peppers, and I have seen a couple of such shops in other cities as well. What is really interesting is they try to come up with hilarious names for the packaging. You may or may not be interested in buying hot sauce, but I can tell you that you would be amused and entertained if you just read the labels. After exploring the market for a couple of hours, we built quite an appetite. And with so many options available, we took some time to decide which cuisine to try. Finally, we decided to try this Brazilian grilled place. The lunch was delicious with garlic chicken, collard green, steak, salad, fish with rice and beans. After lunch, we came out of the market and spent some time exploring the nearby shops. And I enjoyed a courtesy makeover thanks to a sales girl from a nearby mall who offered to style my hair.
It's fine.
After the heavy lunch that day, we wanted to have something really light for dinner. So we walked to a Japanese restaurant nearby and decided to share a bowl of ramen.
It seems like he's got a good
After dinner, we came back to hotel and had a nice long evening walk by the Marina. Well, this concludes our day 2 activities. I plan to share more videos from this LA trip, so it is time to say bye-bye for now. Till then, have a good time and see you.